Hello everybody, welcome back. It is Tuesday the 25th of October, my day off work. It's the early afternoon and as you can see I'm stood on the top of Seasiders Way, right where the road is closed, to film this development for you guys. You can see there, people are working on that bit. That looks like the top of the elevator shaft, which will serve the car park, I think. Maybe it'll serve both the car park and the hotel, I'm not sure. But here we have it where the road closure is here. So we're going to take a look at what we can see through here, which is not a bad view. We'll zoom a little bit in there. Go down slowly to the bottom. As you can see, that edging or wall or barrier, whatever you want to call it, is well underway to being fixed. On that side you can see the rebars in there. They haven't got the concrete in there yet, but that looks like it's going to go all the way to the end. That's going to encase the car park, I would think, because at the end we're looking at now, the Chapel Street side is the car park. The other side of that, closer to Coral Island and the tower, that is where the new hotel's going to be. You can see there at the bottom of Chapel Street, corner of Central Drive and Chapel Street, that's the back of the King Edward VII pub. And next to that we've got the old theatre building, and then we've got the old King Edward apartments, which are all going to be done up. That building's staying, and there's going to be some really cool new bougie shops on the ground floor. Totally going to transform that area of Central Drive for the better. Anyway, now we're just going to have to detour because I can't get any further down from there, so I am going to have to just walk around here and get down there. So let's just find a spot where we can walk down. I think here should be alright. Yeah, I can get down here. I remember this bit. This is a bit that I almost fell down last time. I'm going to walk on the grassy bit at the side of that muddy bit because that looks fairly slippy. And as amusing as it would be to watch on video, I'd rather not tumble all the way down there. Yeah, got all those blackberry bushes. I swear Blackpool is full of them. I've got them in my back garden, in my front garden, and I'm always pulling them up and they come right back. Just all the time. You see all these ginormous piles there of soily sand. It's mainly sand, I think, in there, because this area at some point must have all been a part of the beach way before Blackpool was developed. All this must have been just plenty of sand, and the sea probably all came in right to there. You take one more look there at the finished product. There we have it. So I'm going to walk all the way around the corner now. That's a bridge where we've just been looking over the top. But now I'm heading down Chapel Street to the Central Drive end. So I'm just going to walk up here. To the right over there, if we look that way, you can see Donna Stream House, and that leads on to K Street. Or according to the sign, it says OK Street, because people do like adding that O. On this side you can see the full development well underway. Look at that, so many people working on this, and it's such a long time since I filmed one of these videos during actual active working hours, because usually I'm either filming on Saturday or Sunday morning, so we don't get to see the work that's going on. So that's kind of cool to see. So there we go. I'll get to the end and I will just swing the camera around so you can see everything. It's a big old site. Most of what we're looking at now is, I think, going to be the car park. That is the first thing that's going to be finished, and that is the first thing that's going to be open. And from what I've heard, the car park will actually be opening before the old police station building is taken down. So now the only thing left to do is walk all the way around. Oh, look at that there. If you just look through there, we can just see, if I zoom in, the very, very, very tip of the tower peeping out through there. You can just see the tip and the flag. Let's zoom out again. So yeah, I am going to switch the camera off now, and I will see you guys around the corner when I get to the other gate. And as you can see, we're back round the corner in just a second, thanks to the magic of editing. We can't really see much through this little bit, but we do get a nice close-up of that new lift shaft, and the sun's right in my eyes, so even though I've got glasses on, you can peek down there. You can see the other side of that wall there. We saw the other side of that while we were on the Seaside Way Bridge and on Chapel Street. Yeah, not a lot to see through that end, especially not with the sun in my eyes. So let's walk round and have a look through the main gate, and then that will be it for this video. We are seeing some quite big changes now, because now the walls are going up and now the lift shafts and stuff are going up. You're beginning to see what this is going to look like when it's finished. There's another structure there that's going up. You can see that. I'm not sure what that's going to be. Lots of building materials there, and that is the full site through this gate. You can see how long and narrow that lift shaft thing is, can't you? But yeah, that is the central development. I think that is the correct name for it. I just keep calling it Bonny Street, Chapel Street, Central Drive. But I think Central Development, Blackpool Central Development, is the correct title. Got a great view of the tower there. Got a view of the old police station there. That is going to be coming down, and if we go in, you will see the very, very tip top of the big wheel. Look at that, just popping out from Central Pier. I remember rumours a few years ago that there was going to be a new, bigger wheel going there. Do you remember those rumours? Because people were saying stuff like, oh, they're going to build a new one, an even bigger one, and loads of people say, no, don't be silly, they're not going to do that, because you've got to think of the weight of a new bigger structure, what the pier would be able to support, and the logistics of a much bigger base to support a much bigger wheel. But yeah, there were plenty of rumours that there was going to be a much bigger wheel built there in place of the one that's there already. But I do remember that big wheel when there were no guards on it at all, when they still had the same little bucket seats, but there was literally just no like cage or guards on. There was a little tiny, around 6 or 7 inch high little rail that went round the back, what you could just grip. But apart from that, There was nothing else. But I also am old enough to remember the two big wheels on the pleasure beach side by side that had the little chair seats, bench seats, whatever you'd call them, but you just was sitting in those little seats. And there was a little safety bar that they just put across, and sometimes if you really rock the seats, it would feel like pretty darn scary. But yeah, they were both side by side, and I'm not sure if I'm remembering it right, so feel free to chime in the comments if you remember it, but I'm sure that one would spin one way and sometimes one would spin the other way. I'm sure at some point I remember them moving in opposite directions, but I could be wrong. But if you know either way, feel free to mention it in the comments section. Okay, we're just going to finish this one now. I'm going to get a nice view of the casino side in Coral Island and the Blackpool Tower, and that'll be a good spot to finish this video in. I can actually see people up there moving around. See if we can just yeah, you can definitely see people moving around, can't you look? Quite proud of myself how steady I managed to hold the camera for that bit. So anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And I will see you all very soon in the next video. Goodbye.